Guys, welcome back to World's Illuminate 11 on this Monday. I hope you had a great weekend and welcome if it is your first time checking out my channel. And if it is your first time checking out the channel, then please do hit the subscribe button. You are very welcome here. So today we have the energy of the full moon. And it is actually coming in an hour or so as I do this video here in the UK, but it is 20 or 21 September, depending on which part of the world you're in. It's the full moon in Pisces and also known as the harvest moon. And full moon is really a time of release. So it's a time of looking at your life. Just take some time to yourself today to stop whatever it is that you're doing and give yourself some time to to just really look at the things that are no longer working in your life, the things that no longer serve you, the things that you need to release, the things that are sort of in a way coming in the way of your soul's path. So it's about working on releasing those things. And these can be things such as fears, it can be certain people or situations in your life, it can be certain habits that you may have that that are really not serving you, can be addictions, it can be also be things to do with your emotions, and it is, the Pisces is really is a water sign, and the water sign is all about emotions. So there may be a lot of things coming up within you right now, especially with the power of this full moon, and some of them may be emotions that are there for you to release. So it's about taking that time to yourself today to really just stop and ask yourself, how am I feeling? And sometimes we rush through the day, or we rush through every day, and we never really get the time to ask yourself how you're feeling. So take a few deep breaths, 3 deep breaths today, and just stop and ask yourself, how am I feeling? And rather than trying to just get the answer coming through from your head, dive into your heart and really listen and hear the message, the answer that comes through. You may feel other emotions that come up as well. They could be negative emotions that come up when you ask yourself how you're feeling, and write them down. Make a list of the things that you need to let go of and add those emotions on that list, to release with the power of this full moon, and have the light of this full moon wash them all away. So it's really about, that diving deep. And that's what Pisces is about. It's about diving deep into yourself, deep into your emotions, to see how you're feeling and releasing the negative emotions, the ones that may need to go. Sometimes it's just you actually recognizing that this is how I'm feeling. And actually, just that recognition of that emotion, of that thing that is going on with you, and writing it down to on the list of things to release, that can be your way of actually releasing that emotion. So it's about taking that time to yourself. Give yourself that time. You can also even do like a ritual. There's so many full moon rituals that you can find online. Do a full moon ritual and let all those things go that no longer serve you. And that will just help you to clear yourself, to keep moving forward on your journey. So really good time to go within yourself and find out how you're truly feeling as well. And it's also a great time. The water signs are all about emotion, so it's about going and connecting with yourself. It's about going deep, connecting with yourself, with your feelings, but it's also about connecting with your intuition, because intuition is really about the way that you feel, the things that you pick up from your inner knowingness, just that feeling that comes up within. So it is about connecting with your emotions, with your intuition as well, and getting more out of your mind and your rational mind, and really sort of, listening to your intuition. What is it guiding you to do? And following your intuition towards the things that you are actually being guided to doing. So it's a great time to take some time to yourself, write things down that need to go. It is also a great time for forgiveness. Full moons are really good for forgiveness. Just look at your life, things that happened in the past, certain people that when you think about them, maybe you may feel tense within. It could be to do with your divine masculine as well. This is a time to forgive and let it all go. It's all happened in the past. It's about releasing that. It's about releasing it. So it's about thinking about, certain people, certain situations in your life that make you feel a bit tense within, add them to that list and work on forgiving those as well. It can be forgiving yourself as well. If there are certain things within you that you know you're still putting blame on yourself, you're still holding on to certain things, it's about, writing them on that list and forgiving and letting go, so that you can really help you to move forward. Because if you're still holding on to certain things, you haven't forgiven certain things, they're actually going to hold you back from being able to move forward in your own life, but also on your journey as well. So it is about working on releasing all the things and forgiving, and just really taking that time to yourself to honor yourself and really see what is coming up within you, and then work on releasing them with the power of this full moon. It's also a great time for creativity. So if there are certain things that you are wanting to start, certain projects that you're wanting to start, the energy of this full moon is really good for being creative. So use the energy of this full moon to start on new projects, or to continue working on certain projects that you've been working on. It's really good for that. So what we're going to do in this video is just really sort of like a message about this full moon, just to give you that reminder to take that time to yourself, to look into yourself and see what needs to go, and write them all down, and give yourself that time, and also look after yourself. It's about being compassionate towards yourself as well. Taking the time to yourself. If there are certain things that come up within you about maybe things you haven't forgiven, or things you haven't forgiven yourself about, it's about having that compassion towards yourself. And when you release those things as well, you create more of that space to have that compassion, to be understanding towards yourself as well. So it's about looking after yourself, about self-love and compassion and understanding towards yourself, and also other people as well. So it is a really good day to take some time to yourself and do some self-love. Look after yourself, do something good for yourself, have a nice bath or something. That is just about that self-love. So especially after you sort of work on releasing certain things, then give back to yourself as well. So what we are going to do in this video, we are going to bring in the Moonlogy cards today. And we're going to check in to see what is going on for both the divine masculines and the divine feminines. Thank you, angels, with the power of this full moon. So we'll start with the divine masculines. What is going on with the divine masculines? Thank you, angels. What is happening with the divine masculines? Is there anything else for the divine masculines with the power of this full moon? Is there anything else going on for the divine masculines? I think that's that. Okay. And then what is happening for the divine feminines? Thank you, angels. What is happening for the divine feminines with the power of this full moon? Is there anything else for the divine feminines? I think that's that. Okay, let's see what's happening here. So for the divine masculines, the first card that came out is the full moon in Leo, and it says, don't let pride get in your way. So, this is a message coming through from the for the divine masculines, to not let pride come in the way, to not let pride come in the way of the things that they truly want to do. They can be letting pride, the ego comes in to sort of hold them back. It's like fear coming in, pride that maybe they walked away. Now they don't know, they can't be, they are worrying about moving forward to say how they truly feel. So they are being shown here to not let pride come in the way, and it's about them working on releasing as well. Thank you, angels. Working on releasing the pride that is in the way as well for them. They're working with the power of this full moon to release the pride that comes in the way of them being able to move forward towards what they truly desire, to move forward towards their divine feminine, to say that they're sorry, to apologize for the things that happened before, and to be able to tell you how they actually feel. So the angels are showing you here that with the power of this full moon, they're working on releasing pride as well, to sort of stop this pride from coming in their way, so that they can be able to move forward towards you, to tell you exactly how they feel. And then the next card that came out, well, for the divine masculines, what do you need to release? So this is powerful that this has come out as well. And this is the waning moon. So what do they need to release? They are also looking at their life right now. They're being guided to look at their life with the power of this full moon to see what it is that they need to release. That pride as well that may be holding them back, fears, burdens that they may be carrying, certain situations in their lives that they know no longer serve them. They are also, these things are being highlighted for them with this full moon, and they're being asked, what do you need to release? And they're working on releasing the things that no longer serve them. So they are also going through this time during this power of this full moon to release everything that no longer serves them, and also this can be certain people, certain situations in their life, walking away from karmic situations as well, things that they know that they need to release. So, they are sort of being faced with this situation of the things that they need to release with the power of this full moon. And the next card that came out is your dreams need a practical plan. And that's the full moon in Taurus as well there. And this is about them sort of having a plan, really sort of needing to take some time to plan their life, to see how they can change things in their life, how they can walk away from certain things so that they can be able to move forward towards the life that they truly desire. Because for them to be able to move towards that life that they desire, they need to make a plan. They need to release what needs to go first, release the karmic situations, and then be free to move towards you, their divine feminine, and the life, their dreams that they actually have. So the other card that's coming here is about them having this sort of realization that they need to make a practical plan to help them to get to their dreams, to the life that they truly desire. And then the next card that came out, wow, so it's time to take action, which is the new moon in Aries. So they're also realizing that it's time to take action, and it's taking action by letting go of what needs to go, and then to making plans to move forward towards the dreams that they have. So they are also working on taking action towards the life that they truly desire, taking action of letting go of what needs to go, and then making plans so that they can be able to move forward, taking action towards that life that they are desiring, taking action towards their divine feminine as well, to say how they truly feel, by not letting that pride get in the way as well. So they are being shown as well that it is time to take action. And they're also being shown that adjustments are required. So, and this is the third quarter moon, and these are adjustments in their life. They need to make adjustments to be able to move forward towards their dreams. They need to walk away from certain situations in their life. They need to let go of the burdens that they're carrying so that they can be able to move forward towards that life that they desire. So they are realizing that they need to make certain adjustments in their current life so that they can be able to then keep moving forward towards the life that they desire. And they also got the blue moon, which is believe in the impossible. So, for them right now, certain things may look impossible, because they have all these burdens, all these things that they need to walk away from. It may seem like their dreams are impossible, but they are being shown that they need to believe in the impossible. They need to just really get into the place of trusting that, what may seem impossible is possible. So they are getting into this place of really understanding that, they need to put in the work and release what needs to go. They need to release the fears as well. The fears are the things that sort of come in the way and make it feel like, oh, this is impossible. But they need to release all that and really get into this place of believing in the impossible, because anything is possible with the Creator. And they're learning this as they keep going through their awakening. They're learning that with the Creator, anything is possible. So they are also getting to this place of believing in the impossible, that what may seem impossible in their life is actually possible. So they are working on all these things with the power of this full moon. And for the divine feminine, so three cards came out for the divine feminine. The first card that came out is the new moon in Scorpio, and it's work through your fears. So divine feminine, the angels are saying here, it's about you working through your fears as well. Taking that time to yourself, as I was saying before. Go within, see where the fears are coming up for you, and work through those fears. Sometimes it's about recognizing and accepting those fears, realizing that they are there, they are happening within you. We are learning on this journey that we are learning to be more balanced in ourselves. And you have a shadow side, and you also have the light, and it is about the balance. So there will be certain fears. It's about, you can't just pretend that they're not there. It is about actually realizing that these fears are there and working through them to release them. So it's about taking the time as well to, write them down. As I was saying before, write down the fears that are coming in up for you. Especially right now, we are in this time of this full moon in Pisces, which is about, you really feel the emotions, you feel the fears coming up more. It's about recognizing, taking that time to sit down and recognize what these fears are and working through them to be able to release them. And, call upon the angels to help you to release those fears as well. So there are certain fears that may be coming up for you, that are coming up for you to be able to release with the power of this full moon. And the next card that came out is the full moon card, and it's surrender to the divine. So divine feminine, you're being asked as well with the power of this full moon to surrender to the divine. Trust that the creator has got you when it comes to this journey, because it is a journey that comes from the creator. There's nothing that you can do to try and make things happen on this journey. You're being asked to surrender that sort of trying to make these things happen, or expecting, having certain expectations about how things should happen. It's about releasing all that and surrender to the divine. Trust that it is all working out exactly as it is meant to work out. So you're being asked as well, in addition to forgiveness, in addition to letting go of the things that no longer serve you, in addition to working through your fears so that you can release them with the power of this full moon, you're also being asked to surrender to the divine. So really powerful that this came out for the divine feminine. And the last cards that came out for the divine feminine is a fiery climax approaches, and it's the full moon in Aries. So the angels are showing you here that a fiery climax is approaching in relation to your life. You're just being asked right now with this full moon to release what needs to go. The things that are sort of in the way of that fiery climax coming into your life. The things, everything coming into place, and and your life just sort of turning around as you move into your new beginnings, that fiery climax where everything sort of falls into place for you. So the angels are showing you here that it is approaching. It's about you working with the power of this full moon right now to release what needs to go, to release the fears, to work on releasing the fears, and really sort of surrendering to the creator and trusting that the more you surrender, the more you are bringing in that fiery climax. Because when you trust and have faith that everything is coming in for you at the right time, then it will all just come in, and it will be that unexpected fiery climax that is just going to blow your mind. So you're being shown here that a fiery climax approaches. So you are on the right path. Everything is working out as it is meant to. You're being asked to surrender to the divine and trust that it is all coming in at the right time for you. So I really hope you have a great day, guys. I'll be coming back with another video after this. But this was really about the full moon, and to give you an idea of what is going on for both the divine masculines and the divine feminines, and what you can do for yourself as well on this day to help yourself to keep moving forward. I hope you have a great day, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Love, peace, positivity, and light.